In a world with way too many podcasts comes Japtalion and This Guy, the podcast to end all podcasts. With some pieced together recording equipment, a couple loosely informed topics, and a coin, these three friends set out to forever change the next hour of your life.
Japtalion and This Guy is solely for entertainment purposes. Joseph, Eric, and Morgan are not professional researchers, investigators, or gynecologists. Not suitable for children. Hey, welcome to Japtalion and This Guy. I'm Morgan.
I'm Joseph.
And this is Easy E in the hot seat.
Wicka, 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 wicka. People still do that? Wicka, wicka.
Maybe.
Record scratch?
You just did.
My wife does. Wiki, wiki, wiki. Wow, she's really rubbing it out in there. The remix.
DJ Annie. All right. Great. Eric, what do we do here?
I don't know. Fucking nothing.
Heard that.
We kind of shoot the shit, catch up, see how each other's week was. Try not to get too political, or if we do, cut it out. And then we all research a topic, and we'll usually flip a coin to determine who goes. But I think this week's going to be a little different because Morgan has his thesis that he's working on.
Hey.
Might be a three-parter, but it's interesting stuff. And then we wrap it up.
I might be able to wrap it up in one part today.
We'll see. It's cool stuff. As long as it makes for me being able to harass Joseph as much as possible, then I'm good to go.
I believe you'll be able to fit that in. Yeah, we haven't found a way to keep you from doing it yet.
Y'all just been trying to find a topic to stump me.
Joseph, you're cranky today.
Yeah, I seem cranky today. I don't know why. There's nothing to be cranky about.
Isn't there? Tell us about your week.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I called my mom today. It's been a while since I talked to my mom. Like, I actually talked to my mom on the phone. That was nice. Because today is a day when son would normally call his mother.
We're not supposed to.
We're not supposed to tell anyone what the date is. So today's a day when you would normally call your mother if you're a son and you're on good terms with your mom.
It's not Mother's Day.
It is not.
So anyway, I called her. It was nice talking to her. She had some jokes and
What? Tell me one.
man, I don't remember.
Come on.
I don't even remember the conversation.
Oh, Joey, you used to be so much more attractive. Why aren't you successful like your brother?
Oh, man.
She thinks I'm the most handsome of the two of us.
That's what she tells you.
My mother wouldn't lie to me. Whatever. Oh, this past week, I think it also, I was talking to somebody about it, and then I was talking to Eric, and it came up again because he had mentioned something about the slangs episode, and someone had brought up the term pull yourself up by your bootstraps that I was talking to. So I looked it up because I was like, it's a strange expression.
Uh-huh.
And from what I gathered, it's been around for a long time because boots and straps have been around for a long time. But from what I gathered, what it really means is like the physical activity is you grab the straps of your boots and lift yourself up off the ground somehow. So essentially it's saying, do the impossible. So when someone says, well, you just got to pull yourself up by your bootstraps, they're just saying, do something that's impossible. So if you're struggling, trying to feed your family, do something impossible. It's that easy. It's almost as insane as when people come to me with they don't like the tile in their bathroom floor. It's tile that's been there for a long time. It's got like 4 inches of mortar under it. And they're like, well, all you got to do is pull the tile up and put another tile down. Why does it cost so much? Fucking nothing is that simple. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's almost like that, except pulling tile up and putting new tile down is possible.
Look, just Pull yourself up by your bootstraps.
Yeah, just levitate around while holding on to my bootstraps.
I saw this clip on TikTok where this guy was criticizing someone on like a I don't know, like a money news show where they were talking about, I think, stimulus, and the guy on the show was like, if $600 alters your life that much, something must be going on in your life. You're mentally ill, or you have all these other problems. Like basically shaming people that if you're poor and need $600 and $600 is going to change your life, then something's wrong with you. And it just
That's a
it's
mortgage
that
payment.
Same shame based. Boy, there's a lot of people that $600 could alter their life, especially not having the 600.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of like if you're poor, just don't be poor.
Just stop being poor.
Yeah.
Hey, are you depressed? Yeah. Cheer up.
Yeah. Quit being depressed. Don't worry about all the science that says it's stuff chemically going on in your brain that makes it happen. Just stop it.
I'm reading about pulling yourself up by your bootstraps because that made me.
Yeah, it came. The oldest one I could find was like an article from a newspaper in, I don't know, it was Michigan, Wisconsin, or something.
1834.
Pennsylvania?
Chicago newspaper.
Chicago, okay.
1834.
Yeah, I always have a funny mental image with that saying.
Well, in the article, what I understood was the dude was implying that somebody could do this impossible thing, being sarcastic. You know,
Right.
That obviously you cannot lift yourself up by your bootstraps and float across whatever canal or whatever the fuck he was talking about.
Did you? Speaking of which, did you watch that clip I sent about
Wow.
what Americans' dream life is to work 12 to 14
Oh,
hours
yeah.
a day and come collapse from tiredness.
Yeah,
And
you will not
that's
have
a
that luxury
privilege.
anymore.
Yeah, you won't have the luxury of doing that.
When I heard
Was that the point of you sending it? Was because he called it a luxury?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I didn't understand.
was that sarcasm though? Was the guy being sarcastic?
No.
Because it's TikTok, so there's no context to put it in, like the information before or after of what he said.
Yeah.
But I understand that there is a lot of groups of people who are totally clueless about what goes on with your average blue collar person in this country.
Yes. There's a group of people that are clueless, the politicians.
And most of them are, quote unquote, leaders.
Okay. Oh, boy. Are we doing it again?
We're about to do it
I don't
again.
think we're doing it that bad. We're just.
I was not directing at any particular side.
I just thought it was funny that was considered a luxury to work yourself to death. But I think that's a common,
Yeah.
that's kind of what's fed to us. Is
That might be a
that is the
mindset.
luxury of being an American is that you get to work yourself to death to barely.
I'm trying to save up to get out
Yeah.
so I don't have to work myself to death.
I guess context would have been good because I don't know how that whole thing started. Like his whole spiel there, you didn't hear how it started and you didn't really hear how it ended,
Yeah.
So context would have been good. But I was watching it and thinking probably the same thing you guys were. Like when he said luxuries, I was like, oh, okay. But then I thought there was going to be an actual punchline, but I guess that was it. Okay.
That's all I got.
Great. Good job, Joseph. Way to have a week.
Great job.
Nice week. Say hey to your mother for me.
Some Mark Wahlberg shit. Eric, go.
I did more this week. I had a ketamine treatment this week. Anybody who's listening to our ketamine episode knows that I undertake those procedures, treatments for depression, and it helped. I missed one because of I missed a month because of COVID. I was down for a few weeks, and then I had an infected toe, and we all know about
we
that.
all know about the toe. Hey, let's check in on your toe. How's
Yeah.
it doing
It's getting
today?
better.
Yes, we're checking Eric's toe.
I actually haven't looked at it today. I need to change the bandage when I get home,
Oh.
but it's been doing better.
Man, that's fucking great. I'm glad to hear
It
that.
is.
As weird as that is,
'Cause this
I'm
coming-
glad to hear that your toe's doing better.
Your toe has become like a fourth guest. Or
It's like our
or a
mascot.
guest or something on the show.
I was talking to my brother today, And he's like, dude, I was listening to a podcast of y'all's from like December, and that's back when we gave the dates. And he's like, you're talking about your fucking toe. And Annie's like, are you saying, yeah, Annie's like, I need to talk to the doctor. It'll be okay. Yeah, hopefully it maintains, because this weekend, this coming weekend, who knows how far away that is, because I don't know what day this is. But I will be in Florida and soaking in a semi-public hot tub. So
Oh, yeah. Damn, that sounds so good.
wrap my foot in a plastic bag hanging out over the edge.
You going to be near the ocean? I know that most of Florida is near the ocean, but...
Actually, I'll be in the middle of Florida, kind of. I'll be at Orlando.
okay.
My in-laws bought that Disney timeshare thing, kind of like a timeshare.
Because
So we'll be
salt
using
water
that.
would probably be really good on it. I'm not a doctor.
Well, it's not. Now it'll be fine to stick in whatever.
Stick in whatever. That's ambiguous.
Yeah. I'm just sticking in everything. It is Valentine. Whoa, God. I said it.
Way to go,
This
Eric.
fucking
Now
guy.
everyone knows. February the whatever.
Y'all reprimand me
gonna
for
go
giving
home
information.
Pleasure my wife with
Then
my
we do it.
foot. Annie, let me pleasure you with my sick toe.
Oh, man.
I wish you'd taken a drink of that Bang before I said that. So,
Spit all over our laptop.
so last thing I'll mention is we gave y'all gave a shout out not too long ago to Darren. Did we say his last name? Is that cool? Yeah, Darren Woodleaf.
Yeah. Darren Woodleaf.
For giving us some information after the ketamine episode. He texted it, and it's on the now I'm gonna forget the name. The default mode network in the brain, and what hallucinogens like ketamine's not technically a hallucinogen, but it kind of is. Like hallucinogen and say it so I don't fuck it up.
Psilocybin.
Psilocybin.
I want to hear you fuck it up.
Damn, my bad.
Psilocybin. Psilocybin.
Syllabus.
It kind of like resets that network, which has it's overactive and depressed brain, so it can cause like ruminating on self in exaggerated negative ways.
Mm-hmm.
Very interesting stuff. I've been reading up on it. So thanks again, Darren Woodleaf.
We appreciate you,
big,
Darren.
sexy piece of man meat.
Maybe we should just do episodes that are geared towards his career.
Yep. Stand-up
Yeah.
bass episodes.
Yeah. Banjo episode.
He didn't watch Jim's like
Keto.
Finger Bang 4. All of our other nonsense.
We all love you, Darren. I'm sure. Right, guys?
We do.
Okay,
Yes.
good. All right. Great. It's settled then.
Let's just make this episode about Darren. Any of you guys ever seen his wang?
I don't know. Nah, but he's like 6'7" or some
He's-
shit.
Yeah, he's a big
I
guy.
have seen it. Yeah.
Yeah. Probably you have?
It's huge.
Why have you seen it? Why did you see it,
No, I'm
Joseph?
just fucking with you. I ain't
Are
seen
you?
it.
I don't know.
It's huge, though.
Now I want pics. Darren, we do. So what's our Japtalion13 at
That's-
Gmail?
God, please just
Please stop asking for dick pics.
Eric
give out
Clark
your own email
at
for that.
Gmail.
Eric likes dick pics at gmail.com.
Fuck. Yeah, my week.
Oh, didn't you made a flaccid penis?
Have you
Oh,
noticed?
wait.
Have you noticed how when somebody is hosting the show, no one asks how their week is going? They always have to ask like themselves.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're all self-centered.
Yeah.
Yes.
So start the show,
How's your week been going, Morgan? Tell us all about it.
Morgan.
What
wanna know?
adventures have you been
Morgan.
in?
Well, I'll tell you.
Hey, Morgan.
So my girlfriend has her kids this weekend, and this weekend represents something that couples usually do together. It's Valentine's weekend. Okay, today's Valentine's Day. Actually.
We should do.
Yeah.
When we slip
I
up,
said it.
we should do like a Pee Wee Herman thing,
Which
like
one?
the word of the day.
Jacket in a movie theater?
Yeah, Pee Wee Herman thing.
I slipped up. I got to go up to the movie theater. I'll be back in a half hour.
We set the date. We'll be back.
So it's Valentine's Day, but I can't hang out with Brandy today because she's got her kids and, she's spending time with them. So we did some stuff this week. We went out to Cola's downtown for dinner and we exchanged gifts. So her gift to me was she got a big canvas and I guess she dipped her body in paint and then sat on the canvas.
Oh, that's a good one. I saw that.
Yeah, you saw that on Facebook?
I saw the painting. Yeah, not her doing it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's really tall, and it's beautiful. I love it.
That is a great gift.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Damn, that's cool.
And then she gave me also, she didn't think that it was good enough, so she bought something else, which was a card and an apron, like for cooking, that's Darth Vader.
Got you like a sissy maid costume or something?
Nah, it's Darth, what? It's a Darth Vader apron. I've been wanting an apron because I cook and shit,
Yeah. Oh, that's badass.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. And so I got her something that she wanted for Christmas, but I didn't get it for her for Christmas. It's called, I guess I can say what it's called. It's called Clone-A-Willy. And
what is that, Morgan?
Is that something to do with whales?
Free Willy.
Yeah.
Does Michael Jackson sing in it?
So basically, you make a silicone clone of your penis, and it's a dildo. It comes with a vibrator you stick inside while the silicone's drying and shit. And,
Is it hard to keep your penis erect while you're making it, Morgan?
well, let me tell you.
It's got to be.
So it comes with this shit called alginate, which is safe for you to put your body in this stuff. This is what this is what dries and then makes the mold, and then you pull your dick out and you pour the silicone in and make the dildo. Anywho, so my first attempt was with the alginate that they sent, and when I went to mix it, it fucking clumped up immediately and was bad. It was just, I couldn't use it at all. So then I'm like freaking out. I'm looking all over. They don't sell this shit anywhere. You can't just go to Michael's and buy alginate, which I totally thought that you could.
Yeah, it's got a pretty short shelf life on it, I believe.
Oh, okay. Well, they sell plaster of Paris, and I ain't sticking my dick in plaster of Paris.
No, don't do that. That will burn.
Right. I would have.
That will be a chemical burn. Yeah.
Fuck! I just imagine
I've had chemical burn on my dick before. It hurts.
I synced it.
Wait, pause my story. Why did you have chemical burn on your dick?
Oh, I got a product for removing hair off your balls, off your manhood.
Mm-hmm.
Did you?
Not your manhood, off my manhood. I bought it from my manhood.
It was specifically for your balls?
Yes.
And it's
burned
called
you? Balls, actually.
Yeah. And it didn't
But
work
they give
well?
you a time frame, like, get it off of there after this much time.
Oh, this is...
Do not go a second over that. In fact, error on the side of caution
Did you
would
lose
be my advice.
track of time while you were hacking away at your nuts with the with the ball
This
trimmer?
motherfucker, when it comes to his balls, apparently he is like throw caution to the wind. Because fucking Jesus, man.
Well,
What
first thing
the
I'm
fuck,
going to do
Joseph?
is take the guard off this razor.
Maybe just leave the hair.
Yeah.
Just fucking leave it. Got a bad track record. Okay, unpause my story now.
Yeah,
Wait,
please.
did it leave a permanent mark? The burn?
No.
Oh.
No, it's just like, it kind of looked like an abrasion. Kind of like if I'd fallen on the sidewalk and landed on my dick.
Like you're going down those old school fiberglass slides. It took like half an inch of skin off.
It was kind of near the
Road rash.
Oh, fuck.
What the fuck? Oh, God, I'm sweating. Fuck. Shit. Okay, and bring it back. Jesus.
Let's dial it back a little.
Our show doesn't have a lot of
that's
female
great.
listeners, oddly enough. I've been looking at the stats.
not relatable, ladies.
Whatever.
Anyways, so I stick my dick in this fucking. I know. I had to order more off of Amazon.
Good job.
And it came in this shit. So alginate is generally used for sticking in people's mouths to make molds of their teeth, right?
Right.
Yeah, it's a dental product. So I ordered this shit and it came in a big ass bag, and I didn't need all that. Anyways, I mix it up and I go to pour it in the tube, and when I did, it obviously it doesn't pour. Well, I don't know if it's obvious, but it doesn't pour like you're fucking pouring water into something. It's like you need a funnel, you know? So it's all over the fucking sides of my hands, running down the sides of this tube, dropping on the floor. It's fucking everywhere now. And then in the process of mixing, because you got to mix this shit up for like a minute, process of mixing and making a fucking mess with it, I go limp, you know? Because there's nothing. Focused. I gotta get an erection, mix this shit up, pour it in the tube, and all the while maintain my erection, stick it in, and fucking and then keep the erection for 2 minutes while this shit dries, you know, without fucking jacking it or, you know, any kind of massaging or anything. You just fucking leave it in this. Starts out warm, it definitely turns cold. Putty like shit, you know. So anyways, I had to mix another batch to do it again because that first one I was too concerned about the mess, couldn't keep it up, all that shit. It dried in the tube, so I mixed another batch, got it in there, and I'm like using the fucking alginate to fucking try to jack off and keep my dick hard and stuff, and it's fucking a mess. I stick it in. I'm like, well, this is what she gets. Fuck it, you know. I just stick fucking a semi-erect penis in thing and let it dry, and I make her a fucking. I'm like, here, I'm sorry. This is it. This is what I have for you. I felt so bad. She fucking loves it. She fucking loves it. I feel awful, and I need to make her a better one. That's the actual, you know, size of my erect penis. That'd be nice.
What's crazy is in like 9th grade, I could wear sweatpants and it would like brush it at 9 a.m. in the morning, and my erection would stay for half an hour during math class. You know?
Yeah, well,
you couldn't make it go down.
I took a Cialis. I'm using a fucking cock ring. I'm doing everything I can to try to keep this shit hard.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, man. It fucking did not. There was way too much concentration and anxiety about what I was doing to keep my dick hard.
You know what would help?
Yeah, having somebody else do all that shit and I just keep my dick hard.
You could have like 2 teenage enema nurses.
Why didn't you ask one of your road dogs over here to help you out?
Joseph, what are you doing? I need a fluffer.
Oh, God. I normally wouldn't ask, but it's a surprise.
Well, you know, it's crazy because like when you have, you know, friends like, you know, you two guys where I care about y'all a lot, there's like a lot of stuff I would do for you, which is some of the things are way more extreme than fluffing y'all. But for whatever reason, that's like a dead zone of my friendship for y'all.
That's where it stops, huh?
Like I'll do all this stuff, and then when it comes to sucking dick or whatever, I won't do that. But then we get beyond that to something crazier, and I'll do that.
Like burying a body?
Yeah, I'll help you bury a body, but fuck no, I ain't touching your dick. What kind of weird friendship is that?
Same.
Good. We got a code of conduct.
We need to write that shit down.
Like a bro code.
The bro code, yes.
Appendix or whatever.
Oh my God. But so that was my week. She got a 4-inch fucking flaccid fucking whatever. I don't know. I think that the actual vibrating dildo part that you stick inside is probably like longer than what I fucking gave her. Jesus. All right.
It's a learning process.
It is, and the tube cleaned right out, and I still have more alginate, so all I need is silicone. I can make another one.
Nice.
Yeah.
Stick your fist in that bad boy.
Like this? Like you fucking like I'm trying to poke somebody's eye out in karate or something.
You fit your foot in that thing?
Oh, God. Hey, guys.
Oh, boy.
Hey,
Y'all ready?
let's do it.
That was our recap of our weeks.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah, good recap, guys. All right, we're jumping back into Elizabeth Bathory. How many of you guys listened to last week's episode? None of you? Well, fuck you guys. We talked about her. We talked about how she was a product of incest in Transylvania / Hungary. Her family owned most of Hungary, actually, and then at the age of 10, she was betrothed to a man named something Nedesi something. He ended up taking her last name in the marriage.
You don't know his name?
Yeah, it was Nedesi. I don't see it right in front of me.
Oh, okay.
Hey, did you want to give your blanket apology for our one listener in Hungary?
Oh yeah, that's
We
right.
picked up one.
We have a listener in Hungary. Did you know that, Joseph?
I heard.
Yeah, isn't that cool? We have a Hungarian listener. So
According to Podbean.
according to that, I mean, because of that, I would like to issue an official apology for all of my mispronunciations. I apologize. There. All right. Back to mispronouncing everything.
You're not changing the behavior. You're just going to... Nice.
Yeah, it was an apology, not an amends.
Yeah.
The
it's
fuck?
We don't know. Yeah. We don't know him.
Yeah, you may not even be Hungarian, or she. He or she may
Oh,
not
yeah.
even be Hungarian
May just be on vacation.
Yeah.
or in the military.
Or they just turned it on and was like, oh, fuck, that's not what I meant to listen to.
These guys aren't speaking Hungarian.
Yeah, so she, because of her social status and her ranking in the royal whatever they have there, he ended up taking her last name. And I think we kind of left off on the fact that they got married and ready to get into the next part of this research that I have here, which is...
Are we going to emasculate the guy for taking her last name?
I think you kind of did. I think you kind of did last week, but
Okay.
do it again. It's always fun. Fucking bitch.
Yeah. He probably has to wear a skirt.
Fucking cuck.
Yeah. The fuck's wrong with that guy? He's making us
Wow.
look bad.
Raising other people's kids
Now
and shit too.
people are going to expect us to do it,
Yeah, we ain't doing that shit.
even though it happened, 600 years ago?
Would people do that? Let's think of some kind of American royalty. Like if you married Paris Hilton, if Paris Hilton found it within herself to marry someone like you or me, would you change your last name to Hilton? And that's the only stipulation. You can have all of the riches of the Hilton family and everything. You just got to change your last name.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
You know, had I been at a different part of my life, I may have taken Annie's last name. Seriously, to not have any of my family's
Right.
name, I may have done that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Eric.
I get so confused.
Jesus.
I get confused about what your last name actually is. Because there seems to be because didn't your last name change?
Yeah, but you didn't know me back then.
But you had another last name, didn't you?
Yeah.
And then your brother has different names.
Y'all a name changing this motherfuckers?
No, my brother has the same last name. He changed.
Oh, I thought he had a whole different name.
No.
Oh,
His
okay.
last name's always been.
But his last name is different than both of your last names.
Yeah, he had a different father.
Okay.
Yeah. Me and my sister had the same father, so we had the same last name. And then my last name changed because I was adopted by my adoptive dad.
Oh, that's cool.
By your
That
brother,
is, right?
your brother's
That is
father.
cool.
I don't know.
Well, I don't associate with him anymore either because, my mom doesn't want him talking to us and
Oh, okay.
all that. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring up a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, it's not really
It wasn't intentional.
hurtful anymore. Not like that. That's all right.
You sound hurt.
No.
Who hurt you?
Yeah, Joseph, dig it in deeper.
Yeah.
The fuck? Twist it. So she was accused, Elizabeth Bathory. We're saying that her name is Bathory because that's the pronunciation.
Noise.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, that's right. So between 1602 and 1604, after rumors of her atrocities had spread throughout the kingdom, Minister Istvan Majari made complaints about her both publicly and at the court of Vienna. The Hungarian authorities took some time to respond to Majari's complaints. Finally, in 1610, King Matthias II assigned Terzo, and Terzo is a cousin of hers, or an uncle, is a cousin or uncle.
That is a cool name.
Yeah. Is it?
Terzo?
Terzo.
That is a cool name.
I like
Yes, it is.
Istavar.
That is a nice one, too.
He was Terzo the Palatine of Hungary.
Oh, wow.
King Matthias II sent him to investigate and see what's going on.
They got cool names. The Palatine of Hungary.
Remember the other one, Voidvod?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm the Voidvod.
The Voidvod. What are you? I'm the fucking Voidvod. Terzo ordered two notaries to collect evidence in March of 1610. And by October of the same year, they'd collected 52 witness statements. And by 1611, that number had risen to over 300 witness statements. According to the testimonies, Bathory's first victims were girls aged 10 to 14 years old.
Wow.
Yeah. So she would get like some of the commoner people that, I don't know if they weren't like the servants or anything. They were just people that lived in her kingdom, that were worthless. And, she would get their children and say, hey, your daughter would make a fine servant, bring her over, and then
Drain their blood.
Make
them breastfeed logs.
The story about her blood thing, because I don't remember if I told this on the last episode, the story about her thing about bathing in blood and all that shit was because there was one of the servant girls was brushing her hair or got a hair out of place or something like that. And they don't know exactly what the girl did, but it was something like that. But the story remains the same between all the accounts that Elizabeth took the hairbrush and beat the girl so bad and got like blood on her face and stuff. And when she went to smear it off, she thought that it made her look younger. So she began bathing in their blood, which, like we said, she didn't fill up a bathtub, but most likely she would do stuff like that, like beat the fucking shit out of chicks and then take their blood and rub it on her face and whatever, her armpits. I don't know where else she put it. But the girls had to be virgins too. That was the thing about it. For their purity.
Yeah. I want no whore blood on me.
Good stuff.
I mean, I do. That was me speaking as
Elizabeth. Yeah.
Bathory. Yeah. Eric.
So that's what it
is
says
okay
here.
with whore blood.
There he is.
You want the whore blood.
Bring it.
You got to beat it out of them.
Maybe. I got to ask my wife permission. What's her last name again, Morgan?
We should just...
Shit, make sure that gets edited out.
I'm just putting a beep over it. Leave that whole thing in there. Just put a beep over where I said her fucking last name.
Barely cover the middle of the name. Just a little beep right in the middle. I'm here.
Remember, like I said, the Bathory was said to begin killing the daughters of the less gentry who were sent to her by the parents to learn courtly etiquette. Abductions were said to have occurred as well. So she just started kidnapping little girls and stuff. Can you imagine living in this kingdom and you're living there and you know what's going on. You get your girl pregnant and she gives birth and it's a girl because they didn't have ultrasounds back then to figure it out. So you give birth and you have a daughter and you're like, oh, fuck, we got to move before this bitch kills our daughter. You know?
Before she finds out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or hide the kid, dress it up like a boy all the time, or
Wonder
whatever.
wonder how much of that went on. You know, dress it up like a boy.
Yeah. Give them like a, I don't know, pitchfork to shovel hay with or something. Whatever boys did back then.
And when the double D's set in,
Got to strap those things down.
get the belt. So the atrocities described most consistently included severe beatings, burning or mutilation of hands,
Wow.
biting the flesh off of faces. Oh, there's an interesting story about that. Yeah, she got, at one point through all this murdering, Elizabeth got like extremely sick. She came down with some illness that they never specified in any of the research. But she came down with some illness and she was bedridden. While she's bedridden, she's unable to, like, you know, obviously go out and beat girls half to death or to complete death. So she has her servants bring in young girls and hold them close enough so that she can lean up and bite their face, their neck, their shoulders, their breasts, just bite chunks of flesh out of them.
Oh,
The fuck? It's fucking bananas.
this makes me think of the second version of Cape Fear, where Robert De Niro's
De
like,
Niro.
"I got you now, bitch!" Just like bites into her cheek and spits it out. Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, that was pretty. That's like the only thing I remember about that movie.
Yeah, just biting someone's face like an apple.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yikes. Because I think I saw that movie when I was young, like soon as it hit HBO or something.
It's weird how, yeah, people, I don't know. I guess it's hard for me to wrap my head around it. Like, people just sign up for stuff. I mean, I guess people just sign up for stuff.
People
They're like, yeah, okay, I'll go get you a girl and I'll hold her here while you bite their fucking face a few times. Nobody's like, fuck you, I ain't doing that shit.
yeah, nobody was like, fuck you, I'm not doing that
Are
shit.
you out of your fucking mind? Biting people in the face? What's wrong with you?
I don't know.
Shape up.
That's
Act like a leader.
It's probably the same problem we run into nowadays, where kids are mistreated by like famous and powerful people. Or,
Oh, yeah,
or
the Hollywood
women or
elite. That's
whatever.
right.
Yeah.
Oh, God, we're going to get political.
No.
I'm, if someone, or like,
Okay, Q.
Here's another example. Michael Jackson's doctor fucking is taking medicine home that he's not supposed to be taking out of the hospital.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And given to Michael Jackson.
Because
and
Michael
ends up
Jackson's
killing him.
essentially royalty.
Right.
And asking him to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
All right, guys, we're going to take a break now on that
Take a
note.
dump.
Oh, Eric's got to take a dump in case nobody heard him say that. All right, we'll be back. Guys, is your ball sack a sweaty, muggy rainforest of a bush? Does your girlfriend, wife, or hooker feel like she's flossing and eating insulation from the attic while she's going down on you?
Oh my god.
Man, I got to get rid of this mess. Oh, damn it.
Are you having difficulty figuring out how to maneuver a very expensive tool designed specifically for shaving your sensitive nether region?
Maybe this will get it.
Are you trying hair removing chemicals and the instructions aren't quite clear enough?
Oh, shit, it burns. It burns.
Well, guys, your old friend Elon Musk is at it again. We're all familiar with the robot vacuum cleaners and the GPS lawnmowers. Now, Mr. Musk has dipped his beak in our crotch, creating the much needed robot razor we call Nikolai. Nikolai comes with multiple settings: chest, balls, anus, and more, all programmable from your smart device. Nikolai is the size of a cockroach. Just place it on at bedtime, tap start on your phone, and when you wake up, your morning wood will be fully trimmed.
Both of my girlfriends are so pleased with the results.
And you will be too. With Nikolai, you can create such patterns as landing strips, initials, hearts, lightning bolts, and dollar signs. It's like having a barber in your boxers. Put your order in now for the low price of $4.75 plus shipping and handling. Just visit our website, ElonIsAskingForMoneyAgain.com. Nikolai must not be left on overnight. Be sure to use baby powder and lotion as soon as you wake up. It has been known to cause rashes, sunburn, cavities, impotence, extremist beliefs, desires for space travel, and subservient attitudes. Nikolai is still awaiting FDA approval and has caused multiple dismemberments. And we're back. Hey guys, we're back.
Hey.
Y'all happy about that?
Yes.
We actually came back.
Oh, I thought you were asking if we were happy.
No.
Asking if the audience is happy.
Is the audience happy? I can't hear their answers.
They
I'm just
can't,
going to pretend
yeah.
like...
They can email them to us with their dick pics.
Before we went to break, I was talking about some of the stuff that Elizabeth was accused of.
Yes.
The beatings, burnings, mutilation of hands, biting the flesh off of faces was one that was where I stopped. Biting the flesh off of faces, arms, and other body parts was the rest of that sentence.
Like a buttock.
Freezing and starving to death. That was some other stuff that she did. So one of the things that they said when her husband, they said that her husband helped her in the learning how to torture people and stuff like that. And one thing that they did, they would take them outside and pour water on them in the freezing cold and watch them stand there with coats on or whatever and watch them freeze to death. And once they thought that once they'd stopped moving and stuff, you know, they were pretty much like, oh, okay, they're dead. Let's go inside. And so, right?
Wow.
It's important for a couple to have interests that they enjoy together as well as separate.
Yeah, well, he was a soldier. He was the commander of an army, and he would go out and do these things to his enemies and stuff, too. And then he'd come back and be like, guess what I learned? Get your little 12-year-old girl up here. And so another thing they would do, because in the summertime, that doesn't work so well, right? So they would take them outside, tie them to a tree, and pour honey on them and let the insects eat them, right?
Yikes.
How long does that take?
It apparently takes a while, and the girls can become just full on exhausted and pass out from exhaustion. That was where Nedici was like, hey, when they do that, we stick paper in between their toes and light it on fire, and that wakes them up because we need them suffering. We can't have them passing out because then they stop squirming, squirming and screaming.
It's like the Candyman movie.
I haven't seen it. Don't ruin it. I'm just kidding.
Where I think they cover him in honey, kill him with bees, maybe bee stings. Yeah, because bees come out of his mouth
Oh, shit.
during, like, when he's like a ghost that
Oh,
comes
okay.
back and kills you. You ever seen Candyman?
I
I
But
thought
that
they were
stuff
going to
sounds...
do a reboot of it.
That, what you just said sounds familiar. Like, I'm familiar with what happened, maybe. But yeah. So I thought that was really disturbing that he's like, just stick some paper in between their toes and light it on fire. That'll wake them right up.
Was there some other facet to that behavior that they mentioned? Like, I don't know, like some kind of like absorbing psychic energy type. We need the person suffering for a particular reason, or is it just some kind of like childish dumbass thing you do, like pulling the wings off of a butterfly?
So they never said that. What they did say that was that she had an aunt that came and lived with her, kind of as like her groomer, you know, the person that raised her, especially while Nedici, because she was a kid when she got married. So while Nedici's out to war and stuff, she's got this aunt that's close to her age, I think, you know, a little bit older, maybe in her 20s or something. That's her caretaker, and she practiced witchcraft, is what they said.
Okay.
So they're thinking that, you know, between the incest, her husband's fascination with it, and the witchcraft part of it, that all of this stuff kind of coincides in her psyche to fucking like
Okay. Yeah.
take young girls and
Kind of like that thing that you hear about sometimes where it's like if you murder somebody, they forever become like a part of you, or you become like a master over them in the afterlife or something like that.
Never heard of that.
that's interesting. I haven't heard that either, but
I find that I'm often saying things and both of your replies is, I've never heard of that.
Well, you preface things with, that stuff that you hear about.
we're all familiar with.
Yeah. But I will say this does sound familiar to a lot of the QAnon stuff that goes on. Why last week
I was trying not to go there.
When you first brought it up, I was I laughed at the beginning, and I thought you kind of looked at me for a second, like, I wonder what was Eric laughing about? Because the drinking blood, the young children, like all of this is reminiscent of stuff that goes on in the QAnon community as far as what they think
all the
Hollywood
liberal
elites do, and liberal people do. And part of what they've said, and I've heard it in other conspiracy type stuff that has to do with like lizard people and whatever.
Yeah.
That you don't just want blood of children, you want them suffering.
Right.
And let me say, I don't subscribe to those things. I just find them interesting to look into and read about for other purposes.
Can I mention something on that topic? The making them suffer part of it.
Sure. That's what we do here.
So when hunters hunt, make them suffer.
Yeah.
So when hunters hunt, they want, like hunting deer, they want to kill the deer in one shot while he's not running or paying attention to what's going on, right?
When he's doing something happy.
Yeah, because if he's running, if he's scared and he's running, he's got adrenaline pumping through his blood, right? So maybe they need that in these. They don't need it, but maybe they think that that's what they need in the blood, or maybe it does something different to blood when there's adrenaline in it.
Well, adrenaline is
it's a hormone.
it's a drug. Like you can get it as a drug.
Yeah.
And, consume it and have that fucking intense rush.
Right.
Yeah, but I don't know that carries to drinking someone else's blood that has had adrenaline.
I think you have to
in
actually
it.
pull it from the kidneys.
Yeah, I don't know that carries.
No. I don't know.
But-
I'm not a doctor.
But psychically, like not on a medical, like sciencey guy level, psychically or whatever, on a more like occult level, that might carry.
Okay. Yeah, so maybe that has something to do with it then.
That's why I was
Okay.
asking, because
We're speculating.
the Nazis
Could be.
did a very similar thing as well. And the Nazis, as you probably don't know, did I do a good job? Had like a heavy occult influence.
I did know that because
okay.
that's like a thing that people know.
So the Nazis had a heavy occult influence. And part of their mistreatment and tattooing and whatnot of the Jews was related to that shit. They wanted to fuck with them in the afterlife.
I didn't know that's what that was about, but I knew that there was a heavy occult influence into what they did.
Some religious beliefs are the condition your body's in when you die
Yes.
is related to your condition in the afterlife.
Yeah.
And so if they fuck you all up before you die, then you're fucked up for all eternity or whatever.
Wow. So their vindictiveness went through eternity. Like they want. Wow. That's
Yeah.
fucked up.
Yeah, they took being an asshole to a whole nother level.
Yeah. One could say that about the Nazis. They really cornered the market on being an asshole.
Yeah, they sure did, didn't they?
I mean, they kind of did. When people are being assholes about stuff nowadays, you're like, God, stop being such a Nazi about it.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what we got so upset about. We were like, we can't have these guys doing all the asshole stuff.
Us, America? That's not
Yeah.
what we got upset about. We got
Dude,
upset about the
anytime
fucking
somebody's
bombs.
bombing brown people, we get mad and we go over there and we're like, no, that's our job. We bomb brown people, not you.
No,
See, watch what we do to Japan.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll show you.
Pearl Harbor was our fucking thing because we didn't want to get in the war, and then they dropped the bomb. They came and bombed Pearl Harbor, and we're like, fuck, now we have to.
Yeah.
And if we're gonna get in the western part of the war, we might as well get in the eastern part too.
But that really cemented it. Like before that, it really was like, hey, we just went and did the World War I thing. Let Europe do their thing. Let whoever do whatever. We're not getting into it. But
Right.
then we got bombed, and people were like, sign me up for the military.
Yep.
Like it was.
I mean, it was kind of the same
volunteerism
thing with
was-
9/11 too. You know, when 9/11
Right.
happened, people were like, "Sign me up. We need to go fuck up Afghanistan or whatever it was."
Yeah. No one even knows what it was
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people are unaware that we're at war.
In 50 years, we'll rewrite it. Don't worry.
Yeah.
So back to Elizabeth Bathory.
Bathory.
Bathory. Let's see. There was more. The use of needles was also mentioned by the collaborators in court. Ooh, I wonder what she was doing with needles. Acupuncture, you think?
Badass piercings like a labret or something.
Piercings. Gauge it out.
Yeah.
Oh, the fuck.
Creator of the first Hot Topic.
She was goth. There were many suspected forms of torture carried out by Bathory. According to the Budapest City Archives, the girls were burned with hot tongs and then placed in freezing cold water. This is what I was talking about. They were covered in honey and live ants. So that was what I was talking about earlier. And while in the cold or being eaten by insects, the girls would become exhausted from the lengthy torture. When they would fall asleep, her husband showed her to stick paper in between their toes, light it on fire, and wake them up. She was also suspected of cannibalism. She used to make the girls participate in cannibalism with her. Once she had a man sewn into the belly of a horse. This was her doing it. Remember I said that she had seen it when she was a kid and laughed hysterically?
That
So
was the first GIMP.
that's what
Yeah.
you said, yeah. So she had it done also. Another time she singed a girl's genitalia with a candle. Who hadn't done that? I mean, she would chase them around with knives. I mean, come on, guys. You guys have poured hot wax on a chick, right?
I have definitely done that.
Yeah.
I used that chemical that Joseph was talking about.
And who hasn't chased
God.
a girl around with a knife?
Dude, when you said the paper, I thought you were gonna say paper cuts at first. Can you imagine
Yeah.
paper cuts right in between the toes? Oh, that would probably revive you as well.
I wouldn't doubt that they getting it in there caused some paper cuts, and then they lit it on fire.
I wonder if paper cuts were a thing back then.
Was
Like,
the paper
I know
too
they,
thick?
I know they had paper, but the paper was a different quality.
Yeah, I don't know
Quality.
about. I don't know about too thick, man. When I was a stalker, cardboard.
Cardboard
you
will
get
cut the shit out of you.
Cardboard will cut you,
Slice
yeah.
you straight open, man. That shit would hurt.
Yeah, I remember that from doing shipping.
I
Right
got
on
some-
my scrotum.
I got some new knives from my bespoke pack that I get every month. Mm-hmm. Kitchen knives. They're
heard
Japanese
that.
steel kitchen knives. And so I was just cutting open a pack of hot dogs with the little short paring knife.
Yeah.
And it slipped a little bit and fucking, I mean, it barely
Wow.
touched my fucking hand, and like a razor just shink.
Wow.
I'm like, son of a bitch, dude. I love them.
Yeah, I've been cutting myself with my new knife by accident because it's so small.
Yeah.
Because my old one was bigger, and when I would grab it, there was like a hook in the blade where I could rest my finger.
Oh, right.
And
yeah.
on this knife, there is not a thing. It's just razor sharp blade right there. So I reach in and like just cut my finger
Yeah.
like on a pretty regular basis because I guess I'm slow to learn.
Ow, that's hot. Ow, that's hot.
Still hot.
Ow.
Yeah. It takes about, I don't know, maybe a dozen times.
Damn.
12 cuts.
14 years later. Let's see. She singed the girl's genitalia. She would chase. Yeah, I got that. She'd beat the girls so badly they could scoop the blood off of their beds by the handfuls.
Wow.
Fuck. Would they still sleep in the beds after they got soaked like that?
What was bedding made out of back then?
That's a good question too.
Maybe hay? Down?
Down?
I bet nice, like rich folks probably had down. Poor
Yeah.
people probably had hay.
Yeah.
What's that, like goose feathers? Or
Yes.
some type of feather?
Goose feather.
Goose feather?
Goose feather. All down is goose.
I believe so.
Okay. Let's see. One time.
They say goose down. Maybe there is a different down.
Yeah.
Because why say goose if all down is goose?
I thought down was just feathers.
Yeah, down might just be feathers. Those poor geese. Yeah. Why are you picking on them? Everybody's got, there's a lot of other feathers around.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe
Ducks.
geese aren't available in all regions.
Yeah. Chickens got feathers. And there's a reason to pull their feathers off.
To eat them. Eat them.
Love chicken. Sorry. Go ahead. I'm doing that
Genital
thing I do.
burns.
It's just this thing where I already told you guys about this, but one time she fell sick and got to the point where she could barely get out of bed. When this happened, she had her servant girls bring her, hold them, so that she could bite parts of their faces, neck, shoulders, and breasts. But I told you guys that earlier.
Is it just a little bite? Because
don't-
like I nibble on my children when they were like babies and stuff.
It's probably not that.
Oh, okay.
We're talking about like puddles of blood just fucking everywhere and stuff. On December 12th, 1610, somebody confirmed the agreement with Terzo about the imprisonment and let's see, the distribution of the estate. So that's something that we're probably going to talk about in the next half of this. Like how maybe she wasn't guilty of almost any of these murders. I think she was. But
If she just did it once, is that does she get a pass on that?
I don't know. She was royalty.
Yeah, I'm surprised they got her for any of it. That's probably the real issue. Is she may have done all of it, and they were just like, let's make this into a crime. Because
think
I know
that's what happened?
I'm doing it over in my piece of land, but let's call her out for the same bad behavior.
I wouldn't doubt that.
Fucking patriarchy.
Can't have a woman in charge. Get her out of there. What's she doing?
She's making them look bad by racking up way more kills than them.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, I bet.
Lady on TikTok said, I've studied feminist theory, but I'm a sub in the bedroom. You know, she likes a dominant man.
Oh, yeah.
So when I leave the bedroom, I don't want to just feel dominated. I want to forget I had the right to vote.
I love that.
That shit was hilarious.
You send that to us? I feel like I
did.
saw it. Okay.
I just wanted to repeat it for the audience.
Yeah, that was a good one. On the 30th of December, Terzo went to the castle and
Hold up. Joseph's sniffing his ladybug over there.
is that what he just did?
Yeah, he's got a ladybug, a plastic ladybug hanging from his mic, and he's sniffing it.
I was just sniffing the mic and mic stand and stuff.
That's normal. Okay, proceed.
It doesn't feel normal when you call it out.
Yeah, 'cause it's
I'm
not.
just sniffing my mic stand. Jeez.
You're just mad because you don't have a sense of taste anymore.
Oh.
Oh, actually, the taste has
COVID.
come back a good
I'm
bit.
attacking your COVID.
I still don't have the
Has
smell.
it a good bit?
Yeah, the smell's still kind of gone, but the taste has come back more.
Congratulations.
We can edit that.
Congratulations.
I kind of miss it. When the taste was gone, I could just eat gross shit in front of people. Annie comes home, I'm chewing on a kitty litter crusted cat turd. Annie, what the fuck are you doing? Having a snack.
Oh man, you could like get like maybe a Baby Ruth or a Kit Kat or something, and kind of soften it up a little bit.
Doesn't Snickers work the best for that?
And then
Maybe.
put some sprinkles on it, and like go by make sure she sees you like near the cat litter box, and then come up with it like you're eating it.
Like I got caught and like there's melted chocolate kind of around my lips. Oh, Annie, I didn't know you'd be home yet.
The dogs are really onto something.
This is why this episode's taken 3 episodes. Or this
topic.
God, take 2. This is why this topic's taken 3 episodes.
Oh my god.
Morgan's over there kicking apart the studio.
I know, I'm kicking Joseph's
Me and
mic
Joseph
stand
are
and shit. I'm
talking.
spinning around.
King
All right, I'll
Kong
shut
over
up.
there,
Waiting
yeah.
on my turn to talk.
It's my turn to share.
Morgan's holding the sharing stick.
So
everybody.
anyways, guys,
Okay. Is it about time? You got enough?
I want
for
to
another
try and get this
episode?
out. I want to try and get this out before we
So,
end
Joseph,
the
you want to go ahead and wrap this up? Okay.
On the 30th of December, in the year of 1610,
Our Lord and Savior.
Torzo went to the castle and arrested Bathory along with 4 of her servants, 3 girls, 1 guy, and accused them of being accomplice in this. And according to Torzo's letter to his wife, his unannounced visit found 1 dead girl and another living prey girl in the castle. So they said that when he walked in, I think I told you guys this, but he was literally tripping over bodies, like maybe not tripping, but stepping over them. And by the time he found 1 girl in like the basement of one of the towers. I think that's the one that was alive waiting for death, and found Elizabeth eating one in the kitchen or wherever it was. I don't know. We'll talk about it next time because I'm sure that's in my research here. So I guess we're going to end the show because Eric's a real stickler for time.
That reminded me of 2 songs.
Just now?
Yeah, Living Dead Girl. Living Dead Girl by Rob Zombie.
I'm familiar with it.
And Let the Bodies Hit the Floor. A drowning pool. I'll write out to those and maybe see if we can sample it for this episode. Reach out to him. I want to reach out to the guy from the Eels. Y'all like that? I did it through TikTok, so I think the music was legit to do.
Yeah.
That
Yeah, I like that one. I like the one you did with the Doors too.
yeah.
That was really good. We should reach out to Jim Morrison and see if
Yeah.
we can
I think
use
I have
their
his
music.
number. We've talked. He's a friend of mine.
We could do the Ouija board here. I'm not doing it at my house.
All right, I'm pausing my research. Is there anything you
Pause.
guys want to plug?
I have altered my original TikTok into Japtalion and this guy TikTok.
And that's the name of it, Japtalion and this guy. That's how they can find us.
Japtalion and this guy.
That's our @.
That's our that's what we are on TikTok.
Oh, cool. We're TikToking.
Yeah, trying to
Or,
throw
I guess.
some.
Is that what the kids say, TikToking?
I don't know. I don't know what the kids say.
Not
I'm
a
not
kid.
a fucking pervert.
You're not a pervert that watches TikTok. Huh?
Yeah. Well, I do watch
Okay.
TikTok. I just don't talk to kids. Okay.
What's wrong with talking to kids?
Oh, here we go. Are we getting on that?
Well, apparently, if anybody over the age of 40 talks to Morgan's kids, he
I'll
like
fucking
hulks
beat
out
the
on
fucking
them.
shit
Yeah.
out of them.
Is that just men?
I won't even make eye contact
What if
with
it's a
Morgan's
woman?
kids.
No, it's women too. You're not over 40.
Almost. Close.
Yeah, you're like 32 or something.
I turned
Wow.
40 this year.
Get the fuck out of here.
I
Really?
turned 39. Wow, we're doing
I
awful at
date
ending
girls
this
younger
show.
than y'all.
So
I know you do.
we have an email. It's japtalion13@gmail.com. Once again, that's japtalion13@gmail.com.
.com.
That's where we want you guys to not send dick pics, but instead
Come
send
on.
send us criticism, send us some topic suggestions, and just send anything that's not a dick pic, pretty much.
Yeah, my issue with the dick pic thing is we are limiting ourselves.
I want to make a collage of boners.
We're like cutting out a group of the population that does not possess dicks.
I'll take
and
a
saying
bad
we don't
shot.
want your pictures.
That's not what I said. Just because I said it's okay to send one thing doesn't mean you can't send another. Like, I'm okay with people sending me $1 million. Just because I say I want dick pics does not mean I don't want $1 million.
Yes. Also, email us your account numbers, your social security number, birth dates, mom, maiden name, whatever we need.
Yeah, the
We
name
need
of
to
your
come
first
up-
pet, the street you were born on, all that.
The first concert you went to.
Yeah.
We need to do like a Venmo and dress in like slutty clothing. And
Guys, should we do a GoFundMe or a Kickstarter?
they, through, this is totally needs to be in this episode, but through, they have a, like the Patron, is that how you pronounce
Alcohol?
Patreon.
it? Patreon.
Patreon. I was like,
Yeah,
what, the
I knew
tequila?
I was getting it wrong. Yeah, they have Everclear. No, yeah, the Patreon through Podbean.
Oh, shit. Support us on Patreon. Joseph, you want to
Well,
plug anything?
we haven't signed up for it yet.
We can.
We can plugging. Joseph, you want to plug us?
No, I'm going to skip plug today.
Yeah, same.
Aw.
Just want to plug the show.
Oh, I wanted to get plugged by Joseph.
I want to plug the show so bad.
Oh God,
Right now, I'm going to plug this fucking show.
Oh, I'm gonna blow it.
Fucking plug. All right. So that ends our show for today. You guys have a good evening.
Have a good morning.
Or whatever time of the day it is.
Woo, woo. Wicked, wicked.